Jag har sett Diezel med en intervju med Iron Maiden. Ett band som jag trodde var dött för länge sedan. Men när de var i Globen bevisade de motsatsen.
Ja, Iron Maiden mot slutet av 80-talet var ett ganska tråkigt band. Men sedan Agent Smith, deras förra gitarrist, hoppade av och Jenny Gers kom med i bandet så har det blivit något helt annat. De 2 senaste plattorna har blivit mycket, mycket bättre och live så är Iron Maiden en helt annan sak. Jag har sett bandet 11 gånger hittills och det jag såg i Globen i slutet på augusti, det var det absolut bästa jag sett.
The live work is, for us, is a necessity. It's a necessity. It's something. I mean, as it happens, we're lucky that we enjoy doing it. But if we didn't enjoy doing it, we'd still have to do it because we're not the kind of band, because of the kind of music we play, that is going to get tons and tons of media coverage. I mean, it's very popular. I mean, we're doing these big arenas and things like that.
And you sell 30 million records.
Yeah, we sell 30 million records, but it's not like ABBA, in terms of radio or something else like that. We're still a rock and roll band, and that still puts you in the bottom of the list in terms of people's priorities for what they're going to play on radio and TV, which is the main way that most people get to hear about things. So we just have to work our asses off touring and getting out and seeing people individually, and we've been building it up now for 12 years. It's the Chilean secret police, yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Oh, sorry about that. It's just this Dr. Strangelove thing that I keep doing. Every time I mention the Chilean secret police. We won't, I think, to be honest with you, we don't have a problem playing in Rome, and that's where the Pope lives. So I just feel sorry for the people of Chile who have a bunch of medieval clerics hanging around their necks like millstones. Sooner they can get in, sooner they can get their church into the 20th century, the better off they'll all be. We had the British government trying to help out. We had the British consulate over there saying, look, they're playing in Argentina, for God's sake. They're playing in Mexico City. They've played in Italy. They've played in Rome. They've played everywhere in the world. They are not Satanists or anything else like that, But you can't tell people who want to make a political points out of things, and that's what it was really.
You've been known throughout the years to be very against authorities in the society, whether they be political, religious, or...
Yeah, you need a...
Where does it stem from?
I see the need for it. There is a need. You've got to have it. Things have got to be... You have to have some way of protecting people from people that want to do harm to people, from people that want to be destructive. You have to have a system that works like that. But at the same time, if I genuinely don't want to do harm to anybody, and I can't see that I'm doing harm to anybody, why can't I do what I like? So that's what you have to resolve. authority is so easy to abuse. I mean, you all know from politicians, I mean, the first thing that happens is they take a bribe or they get corrupt or something happens, and it happens everywhere, you know. You're put in a position of power, you think you can act like God Almighty, you know. It's a very rare individual that's incorruptible in a position of power, and that's why I don't like authority. Because before you're a dad, you don't really have much of an identity, you know, in a sense. I mean, yes, I'm me, you know, whatever, you know. But the way that as you grow up, you know, when you're 18 years old, 19, 20 years old, being me is really easy, you know, because all you're doing is you're drinking, you're chasing after girls, and that's okay for a 20-year-old. Now, as you get older, you know, having a wife, having 2 kids, gives you a warmth. It gives you something really positive. So now when you play your music, it gives you something, I don't know, it gives you a sort of a safe haven. We wrote a song called 2 Minutes to Midnight a long time ago. And I wrote a lyric in it that was just about, it was about the horrors of war and why people fight, why soldiers love war, when they're perfectly rational human beings a lot of the time, but they're these guys that love to fight and they love to kill each other and they're prepared to accept that. And why? And there's a line in it about, it says that the body bags and little rags of children torn in two, and you know, and stuff, because it was stuff you'd seen on newsreels. And I wrote that lyric and I thought, oh yeah, that'll hit home. And it didn't hit home to me until 8 years after I'd written the song. And I suddenly had kids and I suddenly thought about this and I thought, oh my God, you know, it's my little kid running around here.
You helped deliver one of them?
Both of them.
Both of them?
At home.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen. One was in the kitchen and one was in the living room floor. The second baby was actually born underwater, in fact. It came out, it was absolutely gorgeous. It was the most amazing thing. Because the baby's, obviously, he's in water for 9 months. He's in fluid for 9 months. So it's not like, I mean, they don't drown or anything, you know. And they don't breathe as such until they come into the air. So I mean, if you bring the baby out into the air and then stick it in the water, you know, it's not a good idea, you know. But the baby comes out, and instead of coming out into a big white hospital room, being yanked out, you know,
Slapped on the bottom, having its umbilical cord cut, and saying, "This is the world. Here you are," and he's like, "I want to go back," you know. That's where the world's problems start, I think, half the time. And we wanted to have a couple of kids and give them just a start that was really, really loving and warm and nurturing. Gentle start, yeah. Because that's how you create, like, real inner strength, is knowing that they're worth something. When the kid grows up and he thinks, I'm worth something, because, you know, Mum and Dad thought I was worth something.